the 29-year-old right back who slides in there for one of his first Next Pro appearances this year. Also, John Klein making his first appearance since late June. So a lot of firepower in this 11 tonight for Bobby Murphy. There's always firepower in the side for Michel Garbini. A 3-4-3 as per usual, and the duo up front, Tyrick Scott and Ines Sali. Those two combining for 15 goals on the season. They are lethal. Pedrinho tonight is on the bench. He also has 8 goals to his name. This is a team that bangs in goals at will, but it does not compromise its defensive solidity to do so. One of the more well-rounded units in all of MLS Next Pro. We are just about set to get things underway here on a beautiful night in St. Louis. Temperatures are temperate, well, actually more than temperate, 96 degrees at the time of kickoff at 6 p.m. local. A heat advisory is actually in effect in St. Louis, Missouri at the moment, so we'll see how that affects the clash tonight. Both these teams accustomed to warm weather, especially North Texas. Well, the visitors get us underway. Makai Joyner and John Klein in the vicinity of the set piece. And it's laid off for Klein, who nearly wrapped his foot around it, just missing that far post. Houston grabbed a pseudo lifeline in the 66th. It was a terrific performance for all involved. Here's the ball towards Glover. Manages to head it goalward, and Collodi forced into his first stop of the night. Well, it'll take more to beat Michael Collodi than this, but this is by no means bad interplay. Great ball from Kidd, and you see Glover get his dome to it. It was McSorley who actually got the touch to it. Very fortunate for Collodi that didn't carry more venom. Nolan Norris, it's good to see him back on the pitch. A prolonged absence that dates back to the start of July. Their first team talent for FC Dallas that has made his trade with the Next Pro outfit the last few weeks. Last few months, I should say. Switch of the play towards Endeli. Read well by Tyson Pierce. Kidd. Klein, his former St. Louis University teammate. At the moment, North Texas chasing shadows. Joyner, one of the top goal providers in all of MLS Next Pro. Dances to the byline. It's a low cross. It comes free, and it's into the back of the net. Caden Glover opening the scoring for St. Louis. It was coming. Early dominance from CITY2, and the 17-year-old Glover pounding it beyond Michael Collodi. Was excellent individual effort here from Joyner. It takes a deflection. It's a poor clearance in the end. One which began in ferocious fashion for St. Louis. Caden Glover's 13th minute goal is what separates the teams. We just had a more than 5-minute pause. Joyner is through on goal. It's Joyner! An excellent stop from Collodi to keep North Texas within a goal. Lays it off for Joyner, who's been lively since re-entering the fray. Glover linking well with Klein. Space to cross, across the face of goal! Makai Joyner doubling the lead! St. Louis rampant and looking to stake their claim as they make their push to the top of the West. It's Makai Joyner in the 52nd minute, and just like that, St. Louis with a 2-0 advantage. It's great interplay. Glover with a perfectly weighted cross, And Joyner won't miss too many of those. One final foray forward for North Texas. And cut out at the source by Nerwinski. And there is the halftime whistle. Goals from Caden Glover and Makai Joyner. We are just about set to get things underway on a well-attended night in City Park. It is a warm one. Temperatures were north of 95 degrees at kickoff. We are still in the 90s at 7:13 p.m. local time as we restart. For City 2, they can make the Western Conference top seed race very interesting over the next 45 minutes. For North Texas, it is about salvaging results and maintaining the 6-point cushion atop the table. We will see if the visitors can overcome it. And early on, we pick up right where we left off. City 2 with another set piece. Joyner and Klein, two of the more involved players. Joyner tries for goal, and oh, he was not far off. Klein threading it through to McSorley in space. Brendan McSorley, it's 3 for St. Louis. Mind-boggling. They have put North Texas to the sword, and Brendan McSorley the beneficiary that time. His 4th of the season. Well, they have made no mistakes about as far as Zane. Follow-up cross, it's loose, no whistle from the official, cleared off the line. Jake Nerwinski in the right place at the right time and denying North Texas their first. Well, what a chance this was, and it seems surely North Texas would have pulled one back. An excellent delivery. Olivares spills it, and there's no whistle. And you just see Henry Scott loses out. The follow-up effort from what appears to be Norris right into the chest of Nerwinski. And the clean sheet remaining intact for the time being for St. Louis. Well, good to see the first teamer, a man with 8 years of MLS experience, in Jake Nerwinski taking to the second team so well. And who was a regular starter for City 2 last year in his first season with the club after 5 years with Vancouver Whitecaps. But he's seen his minutes go down considerably with the first team this year. Very sporadic feature after making over 20 starts a year ago. And in his first appearance with the second team in quite some time, impressing in the right back spot. St. Louis now readying an alteration, and it appears to be a defensive one. Wenzel exits, Eric Kinsner replacing him in the heart of defense. Makes sense. Wenzel, a first-teamer who has been on the fringes of that matchday squad with regularity, playing a very solid 59 minutes, but was on a yellow card, and smart of Bobby Murphy to opt for insurance here. Klein in plenty of space, lays it off for Joyner. There's the 4th. A brace for Joyner, and St. Louis is just running up the score. A dream night at City Park for City 2. And a dream night for Makai Joyner. Decent half chance that fell across Henry Scott's plate. And now Sully. Garcia had a good touch at it, but it rolls harmlessly to Olivares. You see North Texas beginning to twist the screws, find some weaknesses in the St. Louis defense, but not much more than that. McSorley switching the play. It's Joyner who sits on a hat trick at this current moment. And still Joyner. Knocked down in the area. No whistle from the official. Woken up with its best performance of the year, bar none. Pedrinho. An excellent switch of the play. And comes to Nico Gordon. It's a decent cross. Garcia laying it off to Sally. He's had better cracks at it here in the second half. Well, that floated well over the bar. It's been a better response despite the hefty scoreline for North Texas since conceding the fourth. Problem has been, unfortunately, it has come a bit too late for Michel Garbini's liking. Here's Joyner, the man of the hour. Laying it off. Cut across, it's Glover. An excellent stop from Michael Collodi. It was slick interplay. You get another look. Excellent overlapping run that comes from Tyson Pierce. It's a well-weighted cutback right into the path of Glover. Just can't quite thread it over the top of Michael Collodi, who closed down the angle nicely. On a night where he has been battered between the sticks, it's nice to see him make a couple of confidence-building stops, someone who's been so consistent all year. A couple of late consolation opportunities for the visitors. It's an in-swinger from Pedrinho, who seemed to be trying to pick out the top corner. Not quite able to keep it down, though. Humphrey. And this is Sally. Onto that right foot and curling it right into the welcome reach of Christian Olivares. In-swinger comes. Smashed away by Antwi. Only as far as Zane. Pedrinho. Sally. Henry Scott navigating out of danger. One final switch of the play. It is Pedrinho in space. Looking to add one on the board. Cleared just out of the midst by Ryan Betcher. Well, the motivation for another clean sheet is clear from Bobby Murphy's side. Pedrinho standing over this corner. Ines Sali also lingering. It's a low driver. Garcia deflected out of play once more. It becomes a training ground routine opportunity at this stage for North Texas. Sali stands over it. It's the first time hit from Zane. Comes all the way through to Westergrain. Final minute of added time. Is their late consolation for North Texas. Zane. Sali. Pedrinho. Room to uncork. Narrowly whistling it beyond the near post. And it was not clear if Olivares actually had that covered. We are beyond the 4 minutes of added time. And there is the final whistle. A 4-goal thrashing by St. Louis.